Once upon a time, there was an old mansion on the outskirts of a small town, known by the locals as the House of Reflections. For decades, the mansion had remained empty, abandoned, and shrouded in an almost palpable darkness. Legend had it that anyone who dared to spend a night in the mansion would never be the same again. A young man named Charlie, always curious and fond of challenges, decided to spend a night in the mansion. Equipped with a flashlight and a camera, he ventured into the mansion at dusk. The air inside was thick, and the silence was deafening, broken only by the occasional creak of the old wood beneath his feet. Charlie began to explore the house, finding rooms covered in dust and old furniture, until he came to a large room with a huge antique mirror on one of the walls. The mirror, despite the dust and the passage of time, seemed strangely intact, as if it refused to age. He decided to set up his camp in that room, placing his sleeping bag on the floor and lighting some candles around to create a cozier atmosphere. With the camera in hand, he began recording a video to document his adventure. He talked about the history of the mansion and the legend of the mirror, feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness. As he spoke, he noticed something strange in the mirror. His reflection seemed slightly delayed, as if it moved a second after him. Thinking it was his imagination, he tried to ignore it, but the feeling of being watched intensified. Night advanced, and exhaustion overcame him. He decided to turn off the camera and sleep. However, his sleep was restless. He dreamed that he was trapped inside the mirror, watching the world from the other side, unable to move or scream. He woke up startled, sweating, and with his heart racing. He looked around and noticed that the candles had gone out, leaving the room in an eerie gloom. He got up to light them again, but when he looked at the mirror, his blood froze. His reflection was not there. In its place, a dark, featureless figure watched him from the other side. He stepped back, terrified, but could not take his eyes off the mirror. The figure began to move, grotesquely mimicking his gestures. Charlie tried to scream, but no sound came out of his mouth. He felt an invisible force pushing him toward the mirror, as if trying to drag him to the other side. Desperate, he fought against the force, but his efforts were futile. Charlie felt a sharp pain as he was dragged into the mirror. His vision blurred, and the world turned into a whirlwind of shadows and silent screams. The last thing he saw before losing consciousness was his own figure crossing to the other side of the mirror. Realizing his fate, he understood he was doomed to watch the world from the other side, trapped in a demonic mirror, while his own body walked away, leaving him in darkness. So if you ever find an antique mirror in an abandoned house, think twice before looking too closely. You might discover that there are things in this world that prefer to stay hidden, waiting for the perfect moment to trap you in their eternal reflection. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.